In this video, I'm going to rank all 39 units in Horror Tower Defense, and we are starting with Santa Krampus. This unit has decent damage, and also a pretty good active skill that can help even at the last waves. A tier. Witch, unit with a very unique mechanic. Has pretty good damage but bad speed, B tier. The X probably the worst nightmare unit. Has pretty good single target damage, but not the best speed, a tier. Pyramid Enforcer. This is a starter unit, but because of its low attack speed, this tower will always miss a few enemies, C tier. Golden Slasher. Decent damage and attack speed, also a pretty useful active skill, a tier. Chica. Small damage and bad attack speed, but at least this unit has AoE damage, D tier. Frozen Mask has almost the same damage and speed as the Mask unit. Mid unit overall, C tier. Demon of the Abyss, one of the best units in the game with 5000 AoE DPS. Also, this tower has a very powerful active skill, S+ tier. Ice Wizard, pretty good support unit, but costs too much to place, B tier. Guard, just a normal starter unit with low damage, but decent speed, D tier. The Frontman. This tower has pretty good DPS as for nightmare rarity, and at the same time, it has great active and passive support skills, S tier. Krampus, actually, one of my favorite starter towers with decent damage and attack speed, a tier. Slasher. It's basically the same Golden Slasher unit, but with lower stats. A tier. Golden Pyramid Enforcer. A little better than a normal Pyramid Enforcer. C tier. Frozen Ghost. This tower has a great active ability that makes all units in range take 40% more damage, but because of low damage and attack speed, I can't rank this unit really high, C tier. Killer Clown. Pretty good single target damage, and also this clown has decent passive skills, S tier. Freddy. Decent tower for new player with good AoE damage, B tier. Skeleton. Bad damage and attack speed, probably the worst tower in this game, F tier. Puppet. Very low damage, but insane attack speed and an awesome passive skill make the Puppet one of the best units in the game, S+ tier. Player for 156, not the best stats, but pretty interesting skills. This tower can be a good starter, but there are much better units than player for 156. C tier. Dracula. Old secret tower with good AoE DPS, but almost useless passive skill, S tier. Grave. Very useful tower that will give you money every few seconds. With new secret and nightmare units, it's almost impossible to upgrade them without this tower, S+ tier. Rap God. Great support tower that will give your units damage, cooldown, and range buffs, S tier. Hermit. Good out damage, but no passive skills and only one not the best active skill, a tier. Golden Freddy. Solid out damage, but this tower was way too hard to obtain, a tier. Ice Golem. Tower with the biggest damage in the game, 7500 DPS, also great active and passive skills, S+ tier. Demon Boy. Has 5 times less damage than the Demon of the Abyss, but at the same time, it's still a very good tower with AoE damage, S tier. Younghe. Good support unit with 2 modes, a tier. Foxy. Pretty good out damage and speed, a tier. Ghost. This unit has a good passive skill, but because of its small range and slow attack speed, it's not so useful, C tier. Hockey Mask. Solid starter unit, but I don't recommend upgrading it to 3rd level, B tier. The Mask. Starter unit with mid stats, C tier. Evil Doll. Very decent starter unit with 2 passive skills. A tier. Golden Ghost Woman. This unit has a passive that makes enemies take 25% more damage. Also, this tower has great attack speed and range, and because of that, all your towers will make 25% more damage to enemies. S+ tier. Ghost Woman. Basically the same as the Golden Ghost Woman, but with slower attack speed and a smaller range. S tier. Frozen Skeleton has a little better stats than a normal skeleton, but still not so good. D tier. Frozen Freddy, very similar tower to Herbit, even a little better. A tier. Demonic Mine, pretty good, but not the best starter tower. C tier. Burn Trap, small out damage but good attack speed, also a great passive skill. A tier. And after sorting, here is what the final tier list looks like. If you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for watching.